In 100 feet, make a left turn for Nosy Bitches.
It's Bob and Jenna. We're nosy bitches. It's Bob and Jenna. Come take a listen. It's Bob and Jenna, the nosy bitches.
What up, bitches?
What's up, bitches? We're back. We back in the hood. The nosy bitch hood. Should I go get my beans and we can both be bean boozles? Let's do it. Let me get some beans.
I'm eating my Easter jelly beans, y'all. Starburst.
All right. Let's
wait for him.
last thing I need right now because I have to be up at 3:30 in the morning.
Why are we twins? We literally are twins.
Twins, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you. Hey, people fucking hate us, and I love it. We're both wearing pink. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Period.
Speaking of, I just got So Fetch, the making of Mean Girls.
Wow.
I know.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And you know what? Let's just continue the books behind it. We got Stassi Schroeder's book. We got Dinner for Vampires.
Did you read that?
No, I haven't read any of these books yet. We got The Third Gilmore Girl.
Okay, Emily.
And we got The Giggly Squad, How to Giggle. So I got books to read for the summer.
Do you have a pool at your place?
I do, but it's kind of skanky. I'm trying to leave this hellhole of Kansas City. I've been applying for jobs. Well, nobody at my work listens to the pod, so we're cool. I've been applying for jobs back in the Lou. Yeah. And even
this isn't pre-pod.
This isn't what?
This isn't pre-pod where we like talk about our life before and then get into it.
It's fun. I've been looking at places in the Lou. I'm going to move back to the Lou and we can do this live. Hey. In person. Hey. So anyways, we got to get this show rolling because Bob's got a 3:30 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow morning.
3:30.
Listen, yeah, I'm going to Phoenix, right? And I'm going at the worst time because they're under a heat wave. Do you know how hot it's going to be on Wednesday?
116.
109. Do you know how hot it's going to be on Thursday? 114.
It's hot as hell there. When I tell you, I sat on the balcony. Just sat on the balcony. Did nothing. Was on the balcony. Sweating bullets.
I swear to God, like, I went last September, stepped outside. Every time I stepped out of a meeting, my socks fell on my legs because I was sweating instantly.
I was in the middle of July, so.
I usually don't go this time of year, but, you know, I got to show out.
Are you going
I haven't been since February. Yeah. I haven't been since February. So it's, oh, fuck. I ripped my bag.
Damn it.
I gotta go get a Ziploc.
Oh my God.
Continue.
I was going to say, let's get into it. We're very upset because Nia and Danny are not going to be on the Valley anymore.
Have we seen if it's true or not?
I thought I saw a statement from her.
I saw it on Twitter, but I don't know if it was valid or not because I didn't see it anywhere else. Just like the Carl Radke announcement wasn't true because it was like a fan account.
I swear I saw like a legitimate statement. I guess not. It's not on Instagram.
But okay, it almost didn't make sense to me because it said, we're not going to finish out the rest of season 2. Season 2 is already finished.
That's not what mine said. I guess I should have done my research.
So, I'm tired of these Bravo spoiler accounts out there coming up with these fake. Just like when
Take it back,
Carl.
people.
So, potentially, Carl may not be on this season of Summer House because I saw Bravo's Love Hotel is doing an all-male Bravo celebrity cast next season, and it involves Carl. So, Bravo Love Hotel just finished season 1. Luann from Real Housewives of New York, Shannon Medore from the OC, Ashley Darby and Giselle Bryant for Potomac were on there, and it's all about finding love. Just ended,
which they failed at.
All
these years, which they failed at all these years.
Correct. So season 2 is supposed to apparently be a male cast of Carl Radke, Shep Rose, Tom Schwartz, and Jesse Lally.
Who?
Right. Jesse Lally can only be on our TV if he brings his droopy drawers. We love a droopy drawer Jesse.
That was disgusting.
Disgusting. A male diaper.
Let's talk about, though, because I agree with something that I saw. Like, why does Brittany always get this, like, sweet girl, I'm from Kentucky, I'm so sweet and innocent, like, bullshit? Because she's not. She's actually kind of like a bad friend.
Brittany hasn't been the sweet, innocent girl since her first season of The Valley. That episode on VPR when she was hammered and saw the messages between Jackson, or heard the recording between Jax and Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome good girl status there.
Same, but
it was
everyone just feels sorry for her.
I don't, because you know when you're married.
I thought it was tacky that Michelle was like, "I'm not getting a party. I'm not. No one feels sorry for me." Like, do that off camera.
Right, Michelle, you look bitter as fuck. Like,
don't be tacky.
Brittany's going through a whole lot more than you were.
Jax is psycho.
Legit psycho. Like, stalking psycho. Jesse just started rumors about she's a whore.
I mean, it's kind of a bad rumor, but still.
Well, yeah, if I was married and I told everyone my ex-wife was sleeping with a billionaire for money,
$1,500 a night?
Yeah, like, do better. He's a billionaire, $1,500 a night? If she did it every night for a year, let's see how much. I
don't think she's doing it every night for a year.
So imagine she slept with the billionaire for 365 days. That's $547,000 a year.
She wasn't.
I'd be a whore for that. So, I don't know. The Valley, I did see this morning while I was getting ready. I was watching TikTok, and Stassi interviewed somebody on her podcast, and she said The Valley is bad. Not a fan. Thinks it's messy.
Stassi said?
Yeah. However,
I don't give a freak what Stassi says about The Valley. I love The Valley.
It's not like VPR was like brain working, making your brain smarter. That shit was like making you dumb.
Like, I feel like she's just mad because she's not on it.
I think Stassi's probably doing better than the rest of the people on The Valley.
Then why are you talking about them like that?
Yeah. I think she's a messy queen still. Hey, I do support Stassi because her and Bo were out marching this past weekend in the protest.
And coming from someone who got kicked off Vanderpump Rules for being racist.
Right. And Stassi's dad was like hardcore Republican. And like early season, Stassi came off very Republican, so I was very like surprised to see like Stassi out there. But I think Bo was always like pretty liberal feeling ish to me, so good for them. We like that.
One more thing about the Valley. Janet is insufferable. I don't normally do this, but a post came up on my Facebook. You know how like Bravo pages will show up and it'll just like I'm on the side of freaking Facebook right now where they give me BS stories. That kind of like the Nia Sanchez like exit from the Valley.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know if this is true. But someone like said something about Janet.
Know what they say?
At this point, I just need to know if Dark Side Danny exists or not because I keep hearing about him but never see him, lol. My hunch is he just gets sloppy drunk now and then, but Janet is fanning the flames to make it seem worse than it is. I said, and I've got like tons of likes on this. I said, Janet's deflecting the Jason allegations by putting the spotlight on Danny and trying to rewrite the narrative. She's insufferable. And someone's like, I think there's more than the taking off his ring to this story. Hurry up, postpartum Dodie. Start snooping for some dirt.
You said that? Or they
No,
said the postpartum Dodie? That's good.
They commented it to me.
So, last night on Watch What Happens Live, do you watch What Happens Live?
Mm-mm.
So last night they had a guy on there who's a big Bravo fan. So when they have a big Bravo fan, they asked them their opinions and stuff. And one of the questions that Andy asked was about Darkside Danny and Janet. And he was like, honestly, like, I don't see the story they're trying to push because Darkside Danny, yeah, he's had a moment or two, but the narrative they're trying to push does not fit what Danny puts out there. And he was like, Danny and Nia really seem like they're giving their authentic lives to the camera. Yes, they're keeping stuff private, but what marriage and relationship doesn't keep certain things close to their chest and out of the public eye?
There's like Janet no one really, on this. Go ahead.
Janet really is trying to push this narrative that Jasmine too, though, like that Danny is something more than he is.
Yeah. Someone put Dark Side Janet.
For sure.
But there's literally no comments on here that are for Janet. Like, there's no one in the comments like you know, there's usually a stan or two.
You said it last week on the pod. Bravo fans usually are one side or the other. Everyone has come together and nobody likes Janet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fan.
So true.
I'd rather have Lala on my screen every week than Janet.
And Sheena.
Oh, no, I'm not going to go that far. He hung a TV in 7 minutes. I timed it. No, bitch. I don't want to hear about Brock or Rob or Adam's penguin. Tell me you love me. I don't love you. I'm like, bitch, you were never dating Adam.
That was like something she was trying to make happen. Quit trying to make that happen.
She was trying to make that happen. I feel, oh my God, Sheena, I had so much hope for her season 1. And then the fame got to her head, and it all went downhill. Sheena is the definition of a pick-me girl.
Mm-hmm.
We thought Meredith Grey was the definition of a pick-me girl. Pick me. Choose me.
Love me.
That's Sheena Shea. Sheena Shea is a pick girl to the 10th degree.
Okay.
If you
now
hear
I have to...
Sheena, good.
What?
I hope Sheena hears this too.
I'm having, like, normally there's not really much on in the summer, but I am loving Bravo's killing it because I am loving Next Gen NYC. Like, I love watching these kids navigate New York. Are they all like
messy?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they messy? Yes, but I feel like they're real.
I think, honestly, no, I was thinking about this today actually at work. I think they're all real, but Georgia feels like she's definitely trying to sculpt this narrative that she's this.
That she's like some New Yorker.
Yeah, like, no, bitch, you're trying. Like, when she was doing her interview and she was combing her hair with a dingle hopper, like, bitch, you're using a fork to comb your hair.
Okay, Ariel.
Right. Like, go fucking swim in the sea and wash your hands and feet.
Wash your freaking hands, sicko.
No shit. I stand with Riley. Like, I wouldn't fucking touch someone's hands after they were in a New York bathroom, not washing them.
I had to look up because I said pretentious, and I'm like, let me make sure I am good on what that means.
It right.
Attempting to impress by affecting greater importance, talent, culture, etc., than is actually possessed. I'm like, yeah, they're pretentious.
But they're so good. They put together a great cast.
I love.
Have
Ariana.
you seen the rumor? Sure. Have you seen the rumor that said half the cast that they had cast quit when Gia and Ariana got casted on the show because they felt like it was too much of a housewife show? So there were apparently other non-famous.
Okay, who's the guy? Who's Charlie's roommate?
He is an OnlyFans model.
But who is he? Because he was mad when it was getting housewifey, they said.
Yeah. So he was probably one of the ones who was supposed to be main cast, but then became a friend. Mm-hmm. But they said he makes bukus on OnlyFans.
I can't stand Charlie. I think he's a douche.
Charlie is the typical Gossip Girl, Upper East Side, XOXO Gossip Girl.
No, he's trying to be Chuck Bass, and he never will be.
For sure. He really is.
He's a loser.
However, when you come from the amount of money that apparently he's coming from, those people are typically super snobby and pretentious and think they're better than everybody.
Well, the fact that he keeps on with Brooke's sister, keeps on the comments, is like, grow up.
For sure.
And then she clearly Ariana and her boyfriend, I'm like, you're just a dick for no reason.
He's like, do you want to step around the corner? I'm like, how old are we? Like,
right.
Are you really going to kind of fight in New York City and then get arrested? So, I love Brooks because I am binging Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Binging it. I watched the first 2 seasons this weekend. That is almost 40 episodes of Housewives. Started Thursday, finished season 2 last night.
I have to put these away, guys.
When I tell you, it's new age, it's the messiest Housewives I've seen in a long time. Granted, old school New York, old school Atlanta, those were top tier messy. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City
was my shit.
Messy. When you had Nene, oh my God, they're talking about bringing Nene Leakes back potentially next season.
I hope
Nene
so.
is top tier. Top tier. And they said she used to get paid $2 million an episode.
I believe it.
Because she brought that much to the world.
She was definitely made for that show.
Atlanta was top tier. You had Candy, you had Kenya, you had Portia. You had Nene, Cynthia, Sheree, Messy, Phaedra. That was chef's kiss.
Candy.
And now you have.
Did you already say
knock
Candy?
off? Yeah. Are you a lesbian?
Who said that?
Who said that?
It kills me every time.
Portia was so messy for that.
It kills me so every time. So I'm also loving, which this isn't Bravo, but I'm loving Kristen Cavallari's Honestly Cavallari. It is so good. So growing up, watching Laguna Beach, I hated Kristen. My sister loved Kristen, and I was more like Elsie, you know? I was rooting for Elsie and Steven and because they were friends. Steven. But now I'm just I just love her because she's so real.
Everything makes so much more sense now hearing about her past.
Her parents and how she didn't feel wanted by them or important to them. He was a douche.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's rewind because we didn't get to talk about the first the first 2 episodes because we completely forgot. Talon asshole. You went on there, and the reason I was going to circle back to that because we were talking about Lindsay Lohan and the fact that Lindsay Lohan apparently tore up his house when he walked in and saw her. and saw Kristen in the bed or whatever. And then he was a total douche, saying like, "Don't quit thinking with your chi-chi." Is that what he called it? Hoochie?
Yeah.
I don't know whatever he said. It's like, shut up, Talon. Then what was the second episode?
Very jousty.
No.
So it was Laguna Beach was the first one, and then Harry Jowsey was the second episode.
But they had two.
Third episode.
No.
No.
They had
Who
two.
was it? Oh, Kim Zolciak.
Oh, yeah. How did I forget her?
Ariana's mom.
How do we forget that she was on there? Then this most recent episode was Harry and was supposed to be her ex-husband, right, Mark? Or ex-boyfriend?
No, her ex-boyfriend.
Mark.
Montana
but
Boys.
Since he found out that Harry... What was the boyfriend's name? Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny.
And then
Johnny
since he found out those two were going to be there, he was like, no, I'm not doing it. So he dropped out. So loved Harry, like their chemistry, like friendship-wise, like is really good. And then I don't know if they should date. I feel like they'd be messy. And then, but then she made a mistake by giving him the questions beforehand.
Right. It was definitely premeditated the way he acted.
But you know what? It's so funny because you always wonder, like you look back to like things that have happened in life and you're like, oh, what if this would have worked out? What if this? What if this? Right. And I feel like she kind of got closure from that.
I'm listening.
I was just saying, I feel like she got closure from him being such a douche on stage. Like, because I said, you always wonder, like, what if I would have, like, pursued this? What if I would have, like, went after this? What if we would have worked out? Da-da-da-da-da. But she got closure because he kind of showed his true colors.
But, okay, here's my thing. I understand, like, yes, she, like, held him to this high standard and thought he was this amazing guy. But, bro, it's been probably 20 years. Mm-hmm. Why are you acting this? Are you just trying to get your 15 minutes of fame?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? And then after that, you send her that text saying, like, this was amazing. Like, bro, I would have turned that car around, came to your hotel or apartment, smacked the shit out of you. You ain't gonna fucking embarrass me on my podcast and then, like, act like nothing is wrong.
But then she had to go and freaking send a lingerie picture to freaking Harry. I don't want them to date. I just want them to be friends. What?
No, I don't think she's going to date. I'll say Kristen is nothing but her authentic self. However, I don't think her and Harry will date.
Yeah.
The amount of her.
I didn't see about Candace Cameron.
Okay, so she was doing a podcast. She was on like some faith-based podcast, right? And I actually took a screenshot of what she said because we already knew she was a dumb biatch. I haven't been a fan of her for a long time now. Okay. She said, I don't even want someone watching scary movies in our house on TV because to me that's a portal. She said, I understand how it all works. I know that a movie has a crew of 200 people and they're lighting it up and they're adding the sound effects and its makeup and the camera people and actors. However, there is still something that can be incredibly demonic while they've made it and allows things into your house.
I mean, I'm a scaredy cat, so I don't watch scary
stuff. But you don't believe.
Some people do.
Do you believe it?
I feel like it's not just her.
Okay, so here's I love horror movies, scary movies. However, I will say stuff like The Conjuring, The Nun, anything like that, I don't watch because I feel like
a presence.
It's
dark.
Correct. However, I'm still gonna watch that shit. I'd rather just
not in my home.
I don't believe The Ring. Love The Ring. I don't ever.
My mom.
Yes, back in the day,
my dad let me watch that.
Back in the day, yes, I thought little Samara was going to crawl out of my shower and like whatever. But now I know it's a movie. Like, I know,
No,
no
she
demons are,
scares me. I'm a scaredy cat.
but I love a good slasher film.
Not for me. But also, like, I don't have to comment on it.
You don't.
But
This
like
is my.
like my
I
mom
have
always said, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them, and they all stink. So, moving forward. Speaking of stinky assholes, Bonnie Blue was banned from OnlyFans.
Did you hear why?
Uh-uh.
So Bonnie Blue was gonna set up this like interactive sex thing. She was gonna put herself in a cage, tie herself up, and allow whoever wanted to have their way with her over a period of time.
Like, you must really hate yourself.
And somebody said on Twitter, they said, "Do you know how disgusting and revolting you have to be to get banned from OnlyFans? Like, it takes a lot to get banned from a porn website."
Yeah.
Sorry, Bonnie
Didn't
Blue, you
someone
shouldn't have
already
sex
do
with a thousand.
that?
I don't know if they did that one.
Where they like were out in public and they said like you can do whatever, but it wasn't like it wasn't like someone like a sexual thing.
I'm not sure. But then here's the best part. Somebody took they found this guy on the internet, put a side by side of her and Bonnie Blue, and then they're like, "Did Bonnie Blue used to be a dude?" They're like, "If so, that's wild. I gotta find the side by side." Bonnie Blue side.
Well, while you're looking that
side.
up, I just had to comment on Kanye attempting to go into the Diddy trial, him and Bianca, and they were turned away and not allowed in. And did you see the theory that... Interesting.
What was the theory?
The theory, I think you might have sent it to me, that, or maybe I just saw it, that the people, the celebrities that watched the freak offs were Diddy, or not Diddy, Kanye, because he
Would
was
be
in
on.
Vegas for his birthday at the time when all that was being claimed to be happening in Vegas. But anyway,
they apparently have wanted to release a lot of celebrity names, but they're one side of the courtroom is like protesting and defending all of them and saying like, no, you can't release these names. You can't release these names.
Why?
Protection, money. And then Diddy has gotten his final warning about like making like weird gestures to the jury and like winking and shaking his head, and has been told if he does it anymore, he will be banned from the courtroom.
Mm.
Apparently there's been a juror, I think it's juror number 6. Juror number 6 was released from their duties because they were like apparently like in coercion with Diddy, like laughing and shaking their heads to each other and whatnot. And so I'm thinking potentially Diddy's team got to that juror and like paid them off and was trying to get that juror to go against everybody else's vote and declare a mistrial, because they are pushing hard for a mistrial.
People are dumb though. Just do your civic duty and hush.
Do your civic duty. Say he's guilty. Give him 50 to life.
I wonder how much they make, because when I was on the federal jury here, it was like I think $50 a day.
$50 a day enough to buy toilet paper.
Versus like the normal 12.
Okay.
So,
but this is like a high profile
and I got
case.
mileage.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not like you probably live that far from the courthouse.
I'm trying to think, what way did I go to get there?
I would take the longest way possible.
Now I remember. I didn't have to calculate it. They put in my address and they calculate it.
Oh, damn. That's some real, like, we're going to make sure you don't cheat the system.
I was so excited when I was picked. It was a week long.
I've never been even like.
Yeah, I said that and then it happened. So watch what you're saying if you don't want to do it.
It gets me out of work. And I could potentially be on like
it
a
was
murder
horrible though,
case.
because as a teacher, that's like the worst thing. A week of sub plans. Horrible.
You could have just been like, I'm racist.
No.
Jenna's like the actual person trying to get on the jury, and everyone else is like trying to get off.
I was like, I want to be picked so bad.
Did you get sequestered?
No.
They didn't put you in a hotel?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
They just trust that
Speaking
you won't like look things up, because I didn't.
Yeah. Did you see the first clue to BB-27?
Mm-mm.
The keys? People are saying it could be a murder mystery theme this season.
Ooh.
Oh, I might watch that.
Okay, Clue.
And then Taylor Hale was like, if it's a murder mystery, I'll come out of retirement and be the 17th house guest. I'm like,
Go
no,
away.
Taylor Hale.
I really was rooting for her, and ever since she won and has been on the internet, she's so annoying.
Fame went to her head.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike us, we'll always be down-to-earth famous people.
Okay, last topic. Traitors. Season 4. Do we know when it's supposed to come out?
They are filming now, I think.
Okay.
But some good people on that cast.
I need to
Kenya, Portia Williams, Lisa Rinna. I love
Mama
Lisa
Kelsey?
Rinna. Mama Kelsey.
That's the one I was shocked about.
Mama Kelsey.
Natalie,
my favorite Survivor winner. Love.
Yam Yam.
Jam Jam? No.
Oh, Jam Jam.
No.
Annoying.
Who else?
Candace.
I have a streak.
From Real Housewives of Potomac. Rob Cesternino.
Johnny Ware, don't care for. Dorinda Medley, love.
Stephen Coletti.
I was gonna connect him earlier when we were talking about Laguna Beach. Stephen Coletti.
I cannot.
The one I'm not
excited
for, Michael Rappaport.
Dorinda Medley kills me. Tiffany from Big Brother. Isn't Ian? You don't like Michael Rappaport?
No, I think he's so annoying.
I think he is the dad in Atypical.
I don't know that show.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good show. Lisa Rinna, Carolyn Stanbury, Ian. I already said Ian. Oh yeah, Colton Underwood from The Bachelor.
Rob Cesternino?
Yeah.
From
Johnny. Do you remember Johnny? Did you watch Surreal Life?
Which the newest season?
Mm-hmm.
No, I know Johnny Ware. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
He was a figure skater. Now he's like.
I think he was on the Surreal Life, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't know. But him and Tara Lipinski are best friends. So how are you going to put them on together? Like they're going to get targeted first. Tara Lipinski. Figure skater Tara Lipinski?
Yes, he was on there. He was on Surreal Life.
I love the Surreal Life. Whatever happened to it?
They literally just had it not too long ago. Tara, he's best friends with Tara?
Yeah, they.
Oh, because she's an Olympic figure skater.
Yeah.
Okay, what was I going to look up? Crap.
Bro, your breath is hotter than hot.
Yeah, Michael Rappaport is the dad on Atypical. It's on Netflix. It's about like a kid with autism.
Okay.
It's a good show.
Well, he might be a good person. I just think he's extremely obnoxious.
He is very vocal about his beliefs.
He is pro Israel. I know that also upsets a lot of people as well. We're not going to get into that because I don't. But a lot of people are not happy he's on, and they hope he's the first to go. Duke, if you don't relax, you are. Oh my god, you have drool all over yourself, fool.
Ugh. And then you have like an opinion, a random opinion.
Okay, so my TikTok has been nothing but Spice Girls for the last week or so. Don't know how it happened. Don't know how it happened. And then I started listening to the music, and I was like, Sporty Spice, that bitch could fucking sing. She carried the Spice Girls.
I love Sporty.
Why aren't the Spice Girls fucking touring? Like, I would spend
because they're old.
An arm and a leg. You know how much money they would make, especially if they went on tour with like NSYNC. NSYNC and the Spice Girls touring the country, the world. That'd be like the biggest concert. Needless to say, Spice World needs to be on TV somewhere where I can stream it because I've been watching the movie clips all over TikTok. But did you see who's coming to St. Louis this fall? Mayday Parade and Low, they're touring together.
Okay.
I'm like,
that's funny. I scrolled past something All Time Low earlier, but I didn't read it.
I might come to St. Louis if I have some people to go see that concert with. It's on a Tuesday night, though, and I'm just like, ugh, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night? We're old as hell.
Tuesday. I know. Like, I'm going to see the Joe Bros on a Tuesday night. I'm like, I got to take that Wednesday off because I can't fucking survive.
Can't function.
I can't function like partying with a bunch of fucking teenagers singing Year 3000. I've been to the year 3000. It's all cool because they wear plastic. I don't think that's how it goes.
I believe I can fly.
Did you? Did you?
Did you? Do you know what it feels like?
Bro, anyway. You just lay down. We gotta go because Bob's got to wake up early. Jenna's got to get to summer school tomorrow.
Don't remind me.
What time summer school start?
7:45.
Listen, bitch, you signed up for school.
What?
You signed up for it.
I know.
You could have said no. But she wants to get that money. She's a money queen. You know what I said today at work? And I stand by this. I want to be a midnight ballerina because I be seeing the fucking money they bring in on TikTok, and I'm just like, I'll fucking be a midnight ballerina.
Or you could just be, is it Kayla Blue? What's her name?
Bonnie Blue?
Kayla Jade.
Oh, Kayla Jade. She is, well, that's not, SWing is not legal in America, but she does.
Is it legal where she's at?
Yep, it's legal.
Do you know what it feels like? Blue. I said Kayla Blue because her name on here is Blue Eyed Kayla Jade.
There's a girl named Blue.
Don't you make enough now that you don't have to do that anymore, Kayla? You have 2.2 million followers, 82 million likes.
Actually, she did say that in Australia you cannot monetize off TikTok. So her money comes from her personal website, her acts of service, and her investment properties.
She has a Spotify?
She does a podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, I just tried to hit it and it said cannot be opened. Oh, she probably monetizes off YouTube. 40.7 thousand subscribers. She's
Are we going to see Sabrina Carpenter?
Am I going to see Sabrina Carpenter? No.
Her tickets aren't fucking arm and a leg.
Okay, we haven't. Okay, one last thing, y'all, because I have to touch on this because this is what I've been watching. Love Island. I'm obsessed, and I low key feel bad.
We're gonna touch on Love Island too.
I low key feel bad for Huda because I really think she really likes Jeremiah, and I think Jeremiah likes her because he has not had any confessionals, and the fan base thinks like it's because like he actually is like into her and like likes her, and so it's not fitting the narrative that they're trying to spin about Huda. But now that he's like saying like, yeah, she's kind of, now that he has something like, he doesn't really say anything like crazy negative, but like since it's not positive, now he's had confessionals.
She crashed out last night.
She did.
Crashed out. And
She
then
did.
I saw a clip.
It's like, America, why are you doing that? Let him figure that out on his own. They should have paired Iris with Ace, and then they should have sent Amaya home because Amaya is annoying.
But America is loving Ace right now because when Huda got taken from Jeremiah, he was dying laughing. However, Huda crashed out on Jeremiah tonight.
And I haven't got to watch.
I just saw a clip on TikTok. She's like, "You don't talk about our problems to anybody.
Oh,
no one needs to know." Okay.
Someone put on here, they're like, imagine it's 15 years from now and Huda's daughter says, I'm so hungry I could eat Jeremiah. I feel bad honestly, for her because they should have just let it work out naturally.
However, no, it's been 2 weeks. Granted, I get you're spending all your time together, but it's been 2 weeks. You don't love this man, and if you do, you have severe mental issues. And people on TikTok are
like literally my last 3 videos have been against Huda. If a man spoke to a woman the way that Huda speaks to Jeremiah in the villa, I have a hard time believing the viewers would not be calling that man abusive.
For sure.
But anyway, that's all we have to say, folks, because Bob has to go to bed. He's a grandpa, and he has to get up at 3:30. What?
On that note, I ain't got nothing else for you either. I need to get my dog out. I got to brush my teeth. I got to edit this, and I got to hit the hay.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Okay, we're done for this.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.